Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your October Astrodice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with your Astrodice. Straight into this. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, using only one of the 12 houses. Best message, please, for Cancer Leo. Okay, got the North Node coming up over here into Pisces energy, going straight into the second house of money. Okay, so having the North Node, we're going to use this Vesta coming out over here, the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. She's very good because anytime we get the nodes, we're talking about karma over here. So, destiny, needing that karma. Where am I going? Right? What needs to be fulfilled within my karmic area of my life? So, definitely, that card is very good. So, the North Node is concerning your past karma. It's speaking of your unremembered past. Okay, so it's your soul's mission, right? What do I need to do? What is going on within my life? Okay, going straight into Piscean energy this month. So we have the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgetting, and confuses and softens to resolve. Now, we're also talking about this Pisces energy. So, guys, remember, anytime we're Pisces over here, we're the fish. So you might be feeling sometimes like you're swimming upstream. That is a Piscean energy. So, you know, really wanting to keep it with the flow, right? And you might even feel, because, you know, you have that Cancer in you, so you might even be feeling a little shelled up, and the Pisces is not going to help either, right? Because now it's going to bring you into this kind of dreamy kind of world as you're kind of shelling up, if we do see that happening. And I do feel like that's going to happen. If it's not already happening now, we will see, but it definitely, it's going to be a little bit different of the way you feel when you're shelled up from your Cancer side. Quiet, however it is, but you're going to feel like there's more nostalgicness, right, because of that Pisces energy. Pisces are very dreamy, very nostalgic, daydream believers. You can also be as well, but it's just going to feel a little more intensified, especially having the two combining together, especially when we're talking about the second house of money, assets, and the things that you value. So let's see what's going on over here. I'm getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Beginning of the month, it does feel like there is some kind of increase, but it's coming underneath the increase of the wanting to get to the soul's mission, because it's definitely underneath the Vesta over here, which is the North Node. We're using that card because it's all about the spirit, right? A conscious lack, but there does feel like there is something that you are lacking in conscious awareness that's kind of keeping you stuck. Okay, there it is. There it is. There's the shell. So it does feel like there is a little bit of some kind of special meaning that's going on along the way right now. Something regarding your past thought, past emotions, past dream. Something of this nature. Getting into the middle of the month. So there definitely is. There's a lot of things going on. In the mid-month, you have the hidden motivations is in reverse. Taking baby steps is in reverse. And letting go of the situation. The end of the month, you have the transformation, peace, and hitting a milestone. Whoa. But the milestone right now, it just feels like, you know what, we're talking about the assets and finances. We're talking about money, guys, right? So we're talking about there's something going on where it feels like I was nostalgic. I do have this increase, though, in the way I'm looking at things when it comes to money. So let's see what's going on. Definitely having some kind of call coming out over here that has a reflection going on, going straight to the moon. So we definitely have some kind of reflection going on, you know, and it does feel like, you know, no matter how stuck you are, it feels like you're still very generous to the idea of where you're going, where the blessings are. Just remember, you're still blessed. There's still many blessings around you, no matter, even if you're not where you think you should be at this time, you still have many blessings coming around. So it is, you know, there's meaningful things that are going around. It just feels like there could be a little bit of a challenge at this time, you know, to really want to let go of something and stay true to yourself, because you're in this kind of stuck energy. So, you know, but it's okay though, because any project you've been working on, you know, is finally going to have this kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a weird feeling. It's like I have the judgment call and I know what's happening and I understand the increase. And even though I don't feel like I have the 100% victory at this time, I do know that there's decisions that can be made around the situation, and I'm waiting for these new, you know, kind of reaching new heights of the career, reaching new heights of the understanding. And of course, it's all going to be emotional basis as well. I just feel like it's, you know, you have this feeling, this kind of like I'm getting towards a finish line of something that's going on. I just need to have better discussions with the Two of Swords. I have to have better clarity of what's going on around me. Did I miss something with the moon? So there's going to be a lot of reflecting on what it is that's going on at this time as you are moving forward. I'm trying to find a solid foundation for yourself. Not allowing really any opposing thoughts to come through, because I do see the generosity towards the understanding of what's going on around you. With the hidden motivations upside down, this is definitely talking about pulling back the veil, but it shows that you're not pulling back the veil is the way that you would assume that you were doing so. Meaning I have a lot of understanding from the beginning of the month. So even though I'm pulling back the veil, it's not exactly, it doesn't have to be the way I thought it was. And I think that that's a big thing. So this card is telling you, it reveals the self-imposed roadblocks are starting to be cleared as your mind is becoming more focused. In fact, all your need to know will begin to surface in ways that empower you and clear the path ahead. There may have been some hesitation about what you really want and about how to achieve it. There may have also been others whose hidden motivations were getting in your way. But now is the time of returning power and increasing clarity for you, which, you know, like I said, you're getting that in the very beginning of the month as you're kind of shelling yourself, thinking about things, right? Reevaluating things as you're, before you take any actions. And it says that in the middle of the month, you're kind of doing the same thing, because it says, I'm not really going to take too many steps forward at this time, because I'm going to let go of anything that is not within the intention for the greater strides of what I want. So it does feel like there could have been something that got into the way of the situation that was not really good, and it could have been limiting your thought process, you know, of what is going on. So, and when it comes to the money and the finances, so if you know that somebody at work, you know, is kind of hindering your processes of moving forward, it could even be the boss. Right? You know that you deserve this promotion. You know you deserve this and that. And it just feels like right now you're going to find more inspiring things that are coming around you. And this could, you know, maybe you're thinking about getting a new job. Maybe this job is just an endless cycle of getting nowhere. So it's going to be actually you bringing in more support to yourself. And that's where the generosity is coming for yourself as well. This is going to actually allow you to discuss boundaries and expectations with yourself about where your money is, where your finances are, and how how do I really want to take the steps to get to what I'm doing? Am I just sitting here waiting for something to drop into my lap from the ceiling? Because if I am, it's getting nowhere, because that's not the way the world works. We can't just sit and wait for something to knock on the door, right? It's kind of like I say in those love readings, right? Don't just sit around and think that when the mail lady knocks on the door, that's your true love, right? You have to get out there and find it. So it's almost like, for some of you, it's almost like you're sitting put so much, you're not expanding, right? You're waiting for something to drop out of the heavens into your lap, like some falling star, and it's not going to happen. So you have to have some kind of more connection, reaching out. And that's what it's talking about, reaching out, letting go of any expectations that you think were just going to be thrown at you, when you have to understand that you actually have to take the steps to do so. So this month you're actually going to have an easier time letting go of those past understandings of what you think, and then really going creatively to get inspired and say, okay, now I'm really going to have, I do have to get in the boat and actually have to move. I actually do have to do something. Things don't just come to me. Page of Swords upside down, getting clear about what it is you truly want. Same thing I just said. And this is going to help you take smaller steps towards what you're really truly traveling towards when it comes to the assets and finances. A lot of you are going to get a new job. You're realizing that definitely this job is not where I want to be. It's not going anywhere for me. There will never be a promotion. I will never get a raise. This boss sucks. They won't even put me into a higher position. It's useless, right? Maybe I want to go for a job with a 401k. They don't want to offer that. Things of this nature, insurance, medical insurance, however it is. But there's definitely something going around your finances where it just feels like it's not building, right? There are building blocks in which there are boundaries to what I'm trying to build. Why are they challenging me? So wanting to give up on that and wanting to definitely change. It's going to be hard to change, but in the end, you'll have a peaceful situation to where you'll be thinking about the next milestone and how to change it up a little bit so you can bring it towards you. Yeah. Not in love with the situation anymore, but knowing there's a lot of open doors. There is a patience and a planning over here with a moderation, but there's definitely something within what's going on around you that you actually have to change up yourself. You have to activate this. And that's exactly what the Page of Wands is saying with the Temperance. There's an activation process. So if you feel like there's extremes, or how would I say that? It's very extreme no matter what, but it's not something you're rushing into, right? You're taking little steps for the transformation, because it's just for the transformation, because the transformation over here is just showing it's draining me. I'm having a hard time moving, but there is a blessing coming. And for some of you, you're still waiting for a traveler. I just have to tell you that right now. Some of you, you're traveling in one direction, and I'm telling you, some of you are waiting for this traveler, and they're having a hard time getting to you. Man, this traveler just keeps coming up, but this traveler is having a rough time, and this is because they're doing something different at this time. Free will has pushed them somewhere else, and now it almost feels like it's foreboding. So, and now it's necessary to try to change the force around you, because it's just becoming mundane. Right? You don't want something to become so mundane, right, that it doesn't change anything. This person you're waiting for some of you in the mid-month, right? Some of you, this person's going to run right into you. Unforeseen exchange. But it's just taking them a while. Huh. It's like they're moving so slow they could be a snail. Queen of Cups with a milestone. It's muddling. It's almost like a muddling feeling, guys. It is. It's muddling. It's almost like I'm muddling around, muddling around. You're on more of a mundane feeling and level. You know, it's like you're rethinking and reorganizing the situation. But I do feel like for some of you, so is the traveler, and that's where the problem is coming with the traveler. Very focused in one area, but having to try to change it around a little. Yeah. Just saying, you know, I have the tools within myself. I can get things done that I need to get done. I just have to be patiently waiting. So with the shared resources of anything that you also have going on within this situation, meaning if you own a business, right? It's almost like I have to wait for them to kind of change too, to kind of meet me in the middle. And that's kind of what it feels like with the traveler. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to meet you in the middle, but they have to stop. They have to stop muddling around. That's for somebody. Okay, so anyways, no matter how it is, you have a transformative interaction that's going to take place within this embarking this situation. Okay, and it could definitely be with this Queen of Coins. Okay, and this is actually going to allow the excitement to come through with the Queen of Cups. So when the traveler does come through, then there's this excitement that's going to, going to flow around you, and definitely change the social cycle of the second house. So just have to wait. And that's going to be right around, it might even be the solar eclipse for some of you, because we have this eclipse that's going to take this kind of tiring energy of the Ace of Cups over here, and it's going to kind of change the process up a little bit. But there is a lot of information that's coming out, and I'm telling you, when you attend an event, or right, or find this person, or this person you guys finally meet in the middle, you will then know that the process has been done. But there definitely is in the karmic area, because we have to remember karmic, when we're on the soul's mission for the situation, we have to see where things have kind of taken a toll, taken a turn because of free will within the situation earlier before now, because now it's saying, oh, the North Node's going to come in and say, this is what's going on now. It's kind of heralding to the situation. And then this is where all the interaction starts really taking place, not only within you and this other person, but also within yourself, and definitely within yourself before them. So definitely having some kind of traveling, and some of you are actually really literally traveling, and diving deep in some kind of study or doing something of this nature. Talking about the educational goals of making the money. Maybe you're in college, something of this nature as well. But however it is, it's boosting the communication between you and this partner, this person, this collaborator, whoever you're going to connect with. Okay, so it looks like the status quo is pretty much the same, guys. The status quo hasn't really changed a lot. It's more of the thinking that needs to be changed this month, and it feels like because the solar eclipse coming through, we're getting out of the Mercury retrograde is done. Now we're going this way, right? So now it's almost like, okay, now the energies of the solar eclipse with the sun is the soul, is actually now bringing in this karmic piece. Well, straight from one karma next to the next karma. We've seen that with the last one though too, right? With the I think it was the lunar eclipse, but definitely having this soul over here just kind of opening up, saying, okay, let's get creative over here and figure out what the heck is really going on. This is where the willpower and a lot of passion is actually going to come through, guys, and you're going to learn a lot through the situation as you're kind of shooting your thoughts all over the place and then taking the right steps, but they're very small steps. Okay, so you'll find the new approaches to new things. Okay, so it's just a wonderful month really of expression of how you're really doing things and really getting to where you need to be. Just watch the frustration in the very beginning of the month, because it does feel a little frustrating. I even feel a little frustrating probably between the 13th through the 15th as well, as you're kind of looking for things and really trying to turn things around. Just don't bottle up your emotions. We do have way a lot of water over here, and it feels like a lot of bottled up emotions are going to start also taking place as well, but that could also be that frustration that we're seeing. Okay, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.